Ooh, welcome back, everybody. We are ready to start Senpou Temple proper. We're gonna slowly head all the way up there. Okay. So let me take a look around. I don't actually have every single enemy location here memorized, but we got some monks in the distance. We got some treasure carp in a pond down there. There's some attack dogs somewhere, so make sure you have your shuriken equipped. I think if you just go down the road normally, you can find the attack dogs. Aha. So we got 4 of them. I do know that there's an item on the roof you might have saw. I think it's just a ceramic shard, but it's free. And from here we can put the kibosh on these treasure carp. If the other one disappears, what you can do is jump out and wait for him to respawn, and then go after him. Now I know you can come back around here and get the drop on several monk enemies. There's one by the tree with his back turned. I think there's one on the other side of this building. And there's some on the ridge in front of us that we want to be wary of. Yep, there they are. And those are actually new ones that will lob very slow moving but homing explosive packages at you. They deal a lot of damage, so be very careful. Okay, so there's that monk. There's this guy. So let's take care of this guy first. I might pull the attention of the one right in front of him. And then there's 2 right down the line there. So what we're gonna do, if I recall, the best way to do this is to take out this one. Instead of grappling up, just climb up. We'll come back for that item in a minute. Cut to the right to sneak up on this one. Then sneak up on this one. If at any time you see another yellow triangle pop up, you can quickly hit the attack button as you're backstabbing these enemies to trigger the blood smoke ninjutsu and then disappear that way if you want. My point is, I'm always paying attention to the next enemy to see if I grab their attention while I'm doing the backstabbing, and if I do, then I'll quickly hit the attack button again. And then we can take care of him. And I believe that to be everyone in the immediate area. Which now means we can start looting some items. So let's see here. I think... Oop. Well, I lied about clearing everyone. But this is what I was looking for. It's a sugar. We got some more hints of some atrocities. And then we can come down here where there's an item, but there's also a monkey ambush. So make sure you have your shuriken ready. Then we can continue down this path and we'll actually be jumped upon by 3 monkeys from the ridge here. There, you can see them. Oh, there he is. Remember to always pull off death blows when you can to get extra health and posture back. And then you want to slowly come down, crouch, because there is a Tarot Troop brute mourning a monkey. Or not mourning, looking at a sleeping monkey. So you want to try your best to sneak up on the Tarot Troop. The monkey will be alerted. But you can take care of them quickly. And now we get tons of things. Including a persimmon. You must get this if you want to get the platinum trophy. I guess you don't have to get that, but you need a persimmon. And that's the only free one in the entire game. Around the corner here is another Malibu balloon of spirits. Now we're on the other side of the bridge from those 2 big trouble enemies. That's what I keep calling them. You can grapple up here if you want to save some time. Or not save some time, but if you need an escape from the Tarot Troop brute. And now we can come all the way back and make our way forward. Now moving forward. We can come to the left here to get that item. You can also use this area to jump into this courtyard, but we're going to take a sneakier approach to the roof. Note that there are 2 Senpou assassins over there. And one coming up the stairs that we can get some stealth kills on. In fact, now might be a good time to do that. Make sure you have your loaded axe equipped. Just in case, so that you can cleave these guys. I'm gonna pull off a blood smoke, which lets me circle around and get this one. And I just have to face him one-on-one. Careful of the other one throwing shuriken from the ceiling. Just come up the stairs so that he can't reach you. I pulled a monk. I pulled 3 monks. It is time to bail. Alright. So with them all died down, they can't reach you on this side. They might be able to see you, but the door is locked, so they can't come through here. So I can take this chance to come up to the right here for another building. Let's see, somewhere around here you can access the ledges that those 3 monkeys ambushed you on. There it is. There's an item in the distance over there that I'm looking to get. While I'm here, I might as well take care of that Senpou assassin that was trying to kill me. Where is he? There he is. Oh, that's interesting. The monk stayed there. So yeah, watch out for that guy. Just checking around to make sure there's not another one. So I believe, is this it? Yes, we can drop down here. If you want another Mibu possession balloon, then we can climb back up. Well, there we go. And let's take care of these monks. Is that one still waiting for me over here? Yep. So normally there are 3 monks sitting off to the left, and I would take care of them much like I did those 3 monks sitting in front of the priest that was vomiting up crickets, by backstabbing one of them and using Blood Smoke Ninjutsu to backstab another one, and then taking on the 3rd one single-handedly. Now that there's just the 2 of them, they're to the left here, and another one off to the right, but I don't think you pull him. We can get rid of this one. Oh, you do pull him. Get behind and be careful of the priest that has a centipede erupt from its chest. Now we can take on this guy. Yeah, you want to be careful of their grabs. Again, they have very little health though. The good news is the priests move apocalyptically slow, so you can just run around and grab the item behind them. But you do want to be quick because of that. But you definitely want that lump of fat wax. So now let's get out of this crazy place. Alright. So one last item in this courtyard. And then we can move up to the next area. We want to keep an eye out. There it is. As we hit this bonfire, there's some monks parading around. Several of them, in fact. We can use these tree branches to get a drop on them. Well, maybe not. Again, this game benefits from having patience. So there's one more monk in here. I'm trying to circle around. The reason for all this is so that I can make it to this side path on the right. We're gonna come down here and equip your finger whistle. And don't go too quickly, stick to this upper ledge here because we almost got seen. There are several dogs and geckos parading around an item that we want. Luckily, the finger whistle, which we need to change to our upgraded version, has a secret ability of driving beasts crazy, and if you don't lock on any of them and just activate it, they will start attacking each other. And it's pandemonium! The bad news is they know where you are. Finish off the rest. Aha. Thought there was one more. So with them all down, we can get this. And we can prepare to tackle the next mini-boss. So for this guy we have another long-armed centipede, which is those enemies crawling on the ground with large claw-like weapons on each hand. Luckily this one is just as easy as the last one. The only problem being he's now surrounded by smaller centipede enemies. So what we're going to do is we're going to rush in, put on your shuriken because you're going to want some chasing slices. Equip your withered red gore just in case, because a couple of them will throw fire at you. And there are several grapple points on the rafters. We're going to run in, kill a couple of centipedes, and then grapple up to the rafters to avoid everyone else. Unfortunately, there will be some centipedes on the rafters as well, but their movement is limited, so it's easy to get to them and take them out. And we're going to employ several hit-and-run tactics on all the centipedes on the ground floor while avoiding the mini-boss until the mini-boss is all that's left. And then we can tackle him one-on-one just as easily as the first one. So there's the centipede. See you there. Take care of them and then grapple up to the rafters. They can still throw fire at you, unfortunately. But you can hop around from rafter to rafter. And you can get some grappling hook attacks on. And every time you do a death blow, you get some health back. So I can get some drop kills. And run. Be looking around for the enemies. Use your right stick to lock on to see if you can find any. He can hit you from afar though, so do be careful of that. Have I taken care of everyone? Looks like I have. So now we can take on him. And we get some more yellow gunpowder and our 4th prayer bead. Ooh, and I leveled up. Now we can loot the area. Come get this sugar. Some black gunpowder in front of the bonfire, and some more to the left. And now we can continue back to the main path. So leave here the way you came. But don't run too far up the main path, because there's a Terror Troop brute. Oh, there's also a Hungo's sugar. Right there. So we can get around the rock to stab him in the back. And back away because there are some enemies coming down the path. There's a monk with explosives and a Terror Troop brute wielding a shield. Now these ones are difficult because one hit with the loaded axe does not take care of that shield like it does the others. You have to either hit it twice, you have to use the spring-loaded axe if we had that upgrade, which I do not, or try to get the stealth kill on it, which is what I'm gonna do. Wait for him to turn around and just hide behind the rock. Now we can take care of this guy, which fall just as easily as the other monks. There's one more monk up on this ledge, so stick close to it so he can't see you. And we can come around here and double jump up there to take care of him. But be wary of that one. Like I said, they go down easy. Come back, get this item. There's some grapple points that I'm not going to use. Moving on up. There's 2 more monks coming down, one with explosives. So just be patient, wait for them to turn around, and then come get this one. They're much more difficult than the explosive wielding ones. Having said that, don't underestimate them, because those explosives are very good at homing in on you. Before we go too far, under the stairs is something. A sugar. And now for a difficult part. Hug this wall. Wait for the monk. And if you look farther down there, you can see there's not one, but 2 of the big trouble enemies with the large double-sided blades. the dual blades that love to jump around and throw shuriken and dash at you, and then there's a third one at the far end patrolling back and forth. The two are in front of the main gate where we want to go. One is facing us currently, and the other one is facing in the exact opposite direction. So it's very hard to sneak up on them since they have both directions covered. However, what we can do is use our finger whistle to pull one away from the other. Now, here's the trick. You can't lock on from where we are right now, unfortunately, so we're going to have to slowly move up until we can get within lock-on distance, and then use the finger whistle. When that happens, the one we lock onto will come sprinting towards the location to investigate the noise. So the minute we hit the finger whistle, we want to sprint back to this wall and hug it, and when the enemy that we have pulled stops, he'll stop kind of in the middle of this hallway. We want to use the finger whistle again to get him to continue onto this corner. So that's what we're going to do, and then we can pull off the death blow. But I'm going to wait until the patrolling one turns around before I do any of that. Let's go and crouch down and loot this guy. So with his back turned, slowly move up, keep clicking the right stick so that you can lock on. The minute we lock on to somebody, you pull the finger whistle, and then sprint away. And hug behind the wall. And then when he comes investigating, we can use the finger whistle again, and get him. And I got the notification for the mid-air death blows I mentioned previously are good against these enemies. So now we'll wait for the patrolman again, and now the only one left is the one with his back turned, so we can just sneak up on him normally. Make sure you've given enough time for the patrolman to get considerable distance away before stealth blowing this one. If you just walk and don't run, you should be fine. And then we can run up on this guy to take care of him. Be quick with it though, because... oh, and we get a bulging coin purse for that. Sweet. Be quick with it though, because when he reaches about this corner, he'll turn back around, so you don't want him to get that far. If you don't think you can make it, then just hide in here and wait. So with that done, we can now open the gate to the main hall. And get our next sculptor's idol. Be careful of the many priests running around this area. There's 3 over there. There's 1 over there. We will run to get their items hiding in front of them in just a moment. But first, let's enhance our physical attributes. Let's acquire some skills if we can. Let me check to see what are we currently saving up for. I believe we were trying to get the Ichimonji, because we got projected force last, right? Yep. So let's get the Ichimonji, which unlocks our next target, the Ascending Carp, which is a latent skill that increases the damage inflicted to posture when we do deflections. So that's going to be good. And then real quick, I'm going to check how many lumps of fat wax do we have. I believe I was trying to get 4 and I only have 3, so I will wait. Rest if you need to. And then we should be able to tackle the rest of Senpou Temple next time. Until then, stay safe.